Whirlwind romances are something we hear about from other people, and we see in the movies. All mystery, Hollywood and glamour. But a whirlwind romance can be dangerous, as well as exciting. It can be the thrill of finding someone you know is bad for you. Today's Our Tune was sent in by Patricia, and Patricia found one such dangerous man. As she says in her letter, it was the danger about him that she found so appealing. What she didn't realize was the depth of this attraction, even when she'd been forced to face the truth. In her letter, Patricia says, "From a strict upbringing, I guess it was natural for me to fall for a wild man. Colin was exciting and slightly mad, but also Patricia knew that he was a bit of a local villain. Colin said he sailed close to the law, but he never actually broke it.
Oh, love. D.I. Woodham's from Kingstown, please.
But the police visits were getting more and more frequent. And Patricia says she was getting scared, and one night she confronted Colin. He came home late, and she was waiting for him. They had a furious row. Colin said the cops must just want to talk about some of his mates. It all came to a head one day. Patricia was at home in the flat when the police arrived, but this time they didn't knock.
Why are you in my house again? I told you he's done nothing!
My name's
He's done what he's done! Leave us alone! No, he's done nothing! Don't touch that! Colin!
Patricia realized that things would never work out between them. She wrote and told him that she thought it was best they forget about each other. Soon, Patricia met Dave. Dave was a complete contrast to Colin. He was straight, he was kind, he was considerate, and he was also religious. He regularly attended the local church.
Hi.
I didn't think you'd find it. How are you? All right?
Good.
Patricia fell in love with his charm and good looks. It was what she needed. She felt she'd found someone who genuinely cared for her.
Anyway, I've brought these books with me that you're more than welcome.
He wasn't wild like Colin, but his other qualities made her think that she'd found the right partner.
It's just so interesting, and I just love the time we spent.
Patricia began to share Dave's interest in Bible teachings. He believed very deeply they shouldn't have sex before marriage.
Meet all the guys and...
I'd love that. I really, really would love that. It'd be wonderful.
By this time, she'd completely put Colin out of her mind, until one day she opened the door, and there he was.
Colin.
Hiya.
I'm fine, fine.
Sounds tricks.
How did you find me?
I could always find you, Trish.
In her letter, Patricia says, "My head was full of confused thoughts. I fancied him madly. I'd forgotten how good-looking he was." And she goes on that she honestly doesn't know what happened to this day. But suddenly they found themselves in bed. And after they'd made love, it hit her what she'd done. She felt angry, but it was too late. She'd done it. Dave had proposed a few weeks earlier, and Patricia had agreed. Dave was really excited, but now Patricia was full of guilt. Unfortunately for her, fate dealt another blow. She began to feel sick in the mornings, and then her worst fears were realized. She was pregnant by Colin. And this is a story that has yet to be resolved, because at the end of her letter, Patricia says, "I'm writing this letter to try and sort out my thoughts. What do I do? Do I tell Dave? Do I have an abortion? Or do I go back to Colin?" When Patricia wrote to Our Tune, she was faced with a difficult decision. She knew it was impossible to keep the three elements of her story, her past and future lovers, and her unborn baby, all happy in their present states. She was annoyed with herself for succumbing yet again to Colin's charm, but she knew that blaming herself wouldn't help anybody. Right now, Patricia's life is at a crossroads, and when she wrote this letter, she didn't know which road to take next.